Welcome to After the Checkered Flag on SupercrossLive.com. Todd Harris alongside the five-time champ Ricky Carmichael. Round 11. Wow, we thought 10 was good. 11, Ricky, was amazing. You start with the 250s, and what a race for Jet Lawrence.
Yeah, just an excellent night of racing for sure. And we got what we finally wanted to see, especially with Jet Lawrence. I wanted to see him be put to the test. I thought it would be Cameron McAdoo, especially late since everyone else is hurt, guys like Austin Faulkner. But he responded nicely like a true professional and veteran, really, of the sport. He was in the lead, lost the lead. Very rarely does he lose the lead, just straight up got past, and then he took his time, boom, got by Cameron McAdoo. But you got to give it to Cameron McAdoo as well.
Yeah.
He's doing the best that he can, keeping the pressure on, put himself in a great position in that main event right off the start like he wanted to do, and just came up a little bit short, but still a lot of racing left for those two guys.
Let's not forget, though, in heat number 2, when Jet Lawrence went down, gets his arm run over, and still gets back and wins the heat.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. For him to come back as far as he was, I mean, rarely do you see that happen. I mean, and it wasn't like he just fell down in the first turn, got back up, and marched through there. Man, he was laying on the ground, gets up, adjusts his goggles and stuff, gets back on the bike, boom, marches forward.
And Pierce Brown, I want to give it up to him because we saw him take one of the hardest falls in the whoop section, got up, won the LCQ, and battled for a top 5 position.
Yeah, I mean, he came up a hair short of being on the podium, just tried to edge out RJ Hampshire, came up a little bit shy, but a gutsy ride, no doubt, by Pierce Brown on that Troy Lee Designs Red Bull gas machine.
All right, so the 250s now get a break for the East. It goes over to the West for Seattle. It'll be amazing to see Christian Craig come back. Let's turn our attention now to the 450s, and I got to be honest with you, Eli Tomac came in, didn't get the best start, but he did Eli Tomac things and just worked his way through the field.
Yeah, I mean, and I just keep saying it. I've been so impressed with Eli Tomac and what he's been able to do on that Monster Energy Yamaha Star Racing machine. I mean, he's as a whole, his starts are so good. He's up front basically all the time, and I watched from the the overhead camera angle, and he got a poor jump out of the gate, but he held on. He committed that first corner and just swept around the outside, and boom, he's like top 3. And if Eli Tomac's top 3 in the start, especially this year, it's going to be almost impossible to beat him.
He came in with a 42-point lead. It now goes to 48. What impressed me the most, Ricky, is he got past maybe 2 of the toughest guys to get around. That being, of course, Jason Anderson and Justin Barcia for the win.
Yeah, those guys are really tough to get by. I mean, Jason Anderson, he'll push you to the edge. He rides really, really hard and goes for it. And, of course, Justin Barcia, he doesn't make it easy for you to get by. None of these guys really make it easy for you to get by. But those two guys especially are just, they're tough to pass because they are fast as well. But Eli Tomac, we keep going back to it. He's been what I really respect, many things I respect about Eli Tomac, but how many times in the fashion that he's won this year has certainly been incredible.
All right, we turn our attention now to the Pacific Northwest. Seattle, Washington will be the next stop. Of course, the 250 West, Christian Craig and company join the party. Ricky, this could be a race. Rain could be a factor.
Well, and it's scary. Maybe that's an opportunity for the guys in the 450 class to try to make up a little points. They are buried in the pack. And then for the 250 West division guys to make up a few points on Christian Craig. So guys like Michael Mosiman and Hunter Lawrence going to be excited to see what they got up their sleeves. But it's going to be interesting, no doubt.
Next week at this time, Seattle, Washington will be the site. It will be round number 12. I want to remind you, though, next week on USA Network, 10 o'clock Eastern time, our good friend and colleague Lee Diffie will have the call. So for Ricky Carmichael, I'm Todd Harris saying good night from beautiful, and I mean beautiful, Indianapolis, Indiana. Round 11 is complete.